Hi, welcome to Foxy Little Nuggets. I'm doing a bit early tonight. I've been so busy with the whole Anne Widdecombe thing, and it's just too warm, and I just can't be hanging on. So I'm just going to do it early and then go and have a cold one. I'm sitting in the garden. First up, we're going to talk about Andy Burnham. We do an awful lot of talking about Andy Burnham, I know, but yeah, well, there's no other option, is there? He's unveiled one of his first big economic ideas. He's promising to abolish business rates for high street shops and pubs and bars and things. He thinks it'll revitalise the high street and make giant online warehouse operators pay for the privilege. I don't know if this will be particularly successful. A lot of high streets are probably already irreparable. They've gone on too far. Now, anyone who's wandered through a British town will know that. They'll know that this isn't a problem that needs explaining, for sure. Every other shop is either boarded up, whitewashed, a charity shop, a vape shop, or one of those American sweet stores. That's just the ones that aren't Turkish barbers. None of them ever seem to have any customers, and yet they all seem to be doing quite a lot of money. It's amazing, isn't it? The high street has been crying out for help for years. It'd just be nice if we could get some legal help in there, rather than just all the fronts for money laundering. Still, I'm sure that somewhere in the Treasury, a civil servant is counting the receipts from all this money laundering and thinking, well, yes, okay, it might be illegal money, but at least it's coming in. And it is one area of growth that the country can be proud of, I suppose. And after all, they do actually need the money. I'm sharing the garden with my dog. He's not interested in this. Now, Burnham also wants the government contracts to favour British companies and businesses where possible. But then he has a problem with Britain generally, though, doesn't he? Oh, yes, Britain's great until you start flying the flag, it seems. What they call that? False patriotism. Faux patriotism. Oh, yes, Britain's brilliant, but don't fly the flag. It might offend people. So Burnham can do one, really, can't he? Oh, well. Next up, the government is defending a £30 million contract to supply boats for the Channel to pick up all the illegal immigrants and bring them safely home to Britain. It's all part of its strategy, they say, to reduce illegal crossings. Yeah, not reducing the numbers coming in, just reducing the illegality of it. They get picked up by a British boat and brought in, and apparently it's legal or something. I mean, I might be missing something, I'm sure. I'm not necessarily the brightest button in the box. But if your strategy involves sending a bigger, better equipped boat to pick people up in the Channel, that's not really going to stop them coming, is it? Might even be a magnet for them. Oh, we're going to get a nice boat, and you have to go halfway, and the British will pick us up. Lovely. Your rescue vessel is 3 minutes away. Please paddle water until it arrives. Then you'll be taken to Britain, given a house, some money, lots of food, and some children. What a way to run an immigration system, eh? Anyway, now to Scotland. We've got a Scottish story here. Reform has scored another council by-election up in Lark Hall. When I was in the army, I was in Lark Hill, totally different place. Centre of the universe, Lark Hill, if you know it. It's uncomfortable timing for Swinney, of course. He's made combating reform the central plank to the plans for the SNP going forward. He hates what he calls the far right, but although he's labelling them the far right and extremists on the same day as one of their number, or the day after one of their number is murdered. It's that kind of language that leads to this sort of thing, though, isn't it? Swinney pushes the hate, and then he sits back appalled when people get murdered because of it. You'd think they'd learn, but of course it's the SNP. Everyone on the left, they're consumed by hate, aren't they? But every time Reform wins another election, the message seems to lose a little bit more impact. I will say before we go any further, I do have another story, but I'm not going to get to it. With what's going on with Anne Widdecombe, I could have made that one of the stories. I'm not going to. I'm going to keep it separate, other than just this mention. But I am absolutely appalled by it, and I'm appalled at some of the reaction by the left. Some of these really toxic people, they're just nasty, nasty people. And it is always the left that celebrate death and murder, isn't it? Oh, we're saying good, and oh, well done, and all this. And Adam Bolton from Sky describing her as spinster. I mean, that's fine, she was, but I could just describe Adam Bolton as obnoxious fat wanker. I wouldn't be wrong with there either. A man so fat he can't even open his eyes. But there we go. What a prick. But we do have some Westminster news that isn't about tax, which makes a change, or immigration. That's nice, or even the economy. And that is that it appears, allegedly, that, and they may have the receipts for this, that apparently Farage was told by the authorities, having questioned it, that he did not have to mention the £5 million. If that's the case, this whole debacle is, well, one, it's over, and two, it's a sure sign that it's just a witch hunt. It's the establishment gathering round, trying to defeat them, scared, feared, afraid. And what's worse is you can see who the establishment are, and it means Kemi is one of them. You know, she likes to be independent. Oh, we're not Labour, we're different from Labour. But no, you're not, Kemi. You're part of it. And so are the Lib Dems, the Greens, Labour. They're all there. They're all ganging up. The Uni Party, the one single blob, as they're calling it, because they cannot abide the idea of reform winning. And so they lie and they cheat and they have selective memories, but ultimately they're going to be in the wrong, and Farage will win the Clacton seat, and then whatever happens after that, even if he's censured and has to go off again and have another go at it, he'll win it again. And what can they do then? They can't keep coming back for the same thing time and time and time again. And as throughout this whole process, more and more stuff has been coming out about various Labour donations, Tory donations, all sorts of things. Jenrick, back when he was a Tory, is now being questioned by donations he had when he was a Tory. So, you know, this holier than thou attitude these people have starting to wear a bit thin. And so, yeah, the whole bloody edifice is going to come down. So there is that. But you know, you want to know if these people are in any way honest, and the answer is no. And sadly, we lost one of the few honest ones, didn't we? But there we go. We honestly don't know what to do, what to say. But that's a lot, I think, today. I'm not going to carry on. It's just a sad day. Hopefully the man they've arrested is the man. We'll find out why he did it. If he has done it for a political reason, then the left have got a lot to answer, because it's their diatribe, isn't it? It's their language. Thanks very much. Take care. I'll speak to you soon. And I'll go and play with the dog who's on his zoomies now. Look. Dearie me. Thanks a lot. Bye.